Imagine trying a new food, only to find yourself in the emergency room later that night. Well, that's exactly what happened to the popular actress Han Ga-in when she tried Korea's infamous Buldak Fire Noodles for the first time. Known by the public for her elegant presence on screen and her healthy lifestyle, Han Ga-in's experience turned into a warning tale about just how intense these noodles can be. Curious to hear more? Let's dive in. So, who is Han Ga-in? Han Ga-in, born Kim Hyun-ju, is a well-known actress and model. Over the years, she has starred in several hit dramas and films. You might recognize her from the hugely popular Moon Embracing the Sun and Architecture 101, which earned her numerous awards. Aside from her acting, Han Ga-in is also known for her personal life, having married fellow actor Yeon Jun-hoon back in 2005, and for her dedication to living a healthy lifestyle, often staying away from unhealthy foods like instant meals and junk food. Recently, Han Ga-in revealed on her YouTube channel in an episode titled First Ever Reveal of Han Ga-in's Secret Supplement Routine that she has actually avoided many popular snacks throughout her life. I've never tried malatang or buldak noodles before. I didn't even know there were different flavors of buldak noodles, she admitted, referring to Korea's famously spicy soup and fiery instant noodles. Believe it or not, even tanghulu, the popular candied fruit treat that went super viral a few months ago, was something Han Ga-in had never tried. She said to the camera, "I've heard of tanghulu because it's so popular, but I've never had it since I don't really like sweet flavors." Han Ga-in explained that she tends to avoid sugary snacks and processed treats because of what she calls her obsession with health. Her strict diet doesn't leave much room for indulgences, so when she finally decided to break from her usual routine and try something as bold as the fiery buldak noodles, it definitely caught her fans by surprise. Samyang's famous buldak noodles have gained a huge following around the world, especially among spice lovers who crave heat. But fair warning, they can completely overwhelm first-timers. Just ask Han Ga-in. She'd heard all the rumors, so she approached the noodles with caution. But even she was caught off guard by just how intense the flavor really was. "It's a combination of such intense flavors. It's so spicy," she remarked, admitting that the heat was so extreme it felt as though she might be high-fiving the Grim Reaper tonight. Despite the searing spiciness, Han Ga-in found herself pleasantly surprised by how tasty the noodles were, and regardless of her pain, she gave the meal a solid 8.5 out of 10. As for what happened afterwards, Han Ga-in in the next YouTube video followed up on her buldak adventure, sharing that the day took a crazy, unexpected turn, and she ended up in the emergency room after eating the noodles. Looking back, she explained, "I was taken to the emergency room and had a stomach exam. Thankfully, the doctors didn't find anything seriously wrong, but the pain she felt was absolutely unbearable. Honestly, I thought I was going to die that day," she confessed, describing just how strong the pain was. The next day, she could still feel the effects of the noodles. "I couldn't even sit up, it hurt so much," she said. So, why did it hurt her so much more than the regular person who eats spicy food every now and then? Well, Han Ga-in, who's usually careful with her diet, admitted that the extreme spiciness of buldak noodles was way more than her untrained digestive system could handle. For those who aren't familiar, Samyang's buldak instant noodles have become a huge hit thanks to their crazy heat and bold, flavorful kick. Viral online, these noodles have become their own food challenge, with spice lovers around the world testing their tolerance by diving into the intense heat. But while they're a fun and maybe nerve-wracking experience for some, the extreme spiciness isn't something everyone can cope with. In fact, back in June of last year, Denmark's Food Safety Agency announced a recall of many buldak noodle products because of reportedly dangerously high levels of capsaicin, the compound that gives their spicy stuff their fiery heat. Banning the product briefly, the agency reported that the capsaicin levels were so high that they were an actual real risk, with some people who'd eaten the noodles even feeling symptoms of poisoning, a serious reminder of just how hot these noodles can be, especially for those not used to fiery foods like buldak. Han Ga-in's experience with the noodles is a perfect example of how important it is to know your limits when it comes to spicy food. While a lot of people love the thrill of taking on super spicy noodles, they're definitely not a casual snack, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. Han Ga-in, for example, found herself in way over her head with buldak noodles. Whether you're a spice lover or someone who's more careful about what you eat, it's crucial to listen to your body and know when to call it quits. Otherwise, you might also end up in the ER. For Hangar Inn, the Buldak Noodles definitely made for an unforgettable experience, though not quite the particular kind that she had in mind. Even though it was a horribly painful experience for her, I think it was really respectable the way that the actress handled the whole situation with a sense of humour and turned it into a story that her fans could totally relate to. So, for anyone feeling brave enough to try the Buldak Noodles after hearing her story, just remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. What about you? Can you handle your spice, or will you be reaching for the milk after one bite of those fiery noodles? Let me know in the comments section below, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe.